Okay, seriously, who asked for the new deals sale? We have so many sales going on, I cannot even keep up making these videos. But which one of you guys asked Sony to put on the new sale? We have a brand new sale called Double Discounts.
What?
What? Wait, who are you?
What?
Sony cloned you and made me as your double version to help you with all these sale deals because they know there's a lot of these sales coming out at the moment and you can't really keep up. You're having a hard time keeping up with them, so they figured they'll just make me to kind of help you out. So Sony created another version of me to help me do the double discounts sale. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, I could take over if you want. I don't know which one of us is the main host of the channel. If you want me to do that, I'm happy to do it. No, I'll keep going. I'll keep going. You don't need to take over. It's fine. I'll let me just do it. Damn, that's a nice shirt. Damn, that's a nice hoodie. Damn, that's a nice shirt. Damn, that's a nice hoodie. Yeah, it is. I like your hair, by the way. Yeah. PlayStation Store double discounts sale. Now, if you don't have PlayStation Plus, this one isn't even worth your time. A lot of the discounts are pretty average discounts at best without the PlayStation Plus discount. When you add the PS Plus discount on it, they become a reasonable deal, a reasonable discount. But a lot of these games have been discounted down to this amount before without PlayStation Plus. So keep that in mind. Don't go and buy PS Plus for this sale. It's not worth it. We're going to look through a bunch of deals. I think I got like 15 or 20 deals to look at through this sale. One I wanted to bring up first of all is Borderlands 3. Now, a few of you guys have mentioned Borderlands 3 in this video as well as a couple of my previous videos. I don't think this is a good option to buy right now. I would hold on Borderlands 3. I can feel this game coming to PlayStation Plus, whether it's like the next month or the month after. I can just feel it. So hold on Borderlands 3 is my opinion. I mean, it's still over 20 bucks. It should be less than 20 bucks at this point, but I feel like it's coming to PlayStation Plus. Let's just keep it at that. I reckon we wait. If we're interested in this one. You've waited long enough till this point, wait a little bit longer. Oh yeah, I forgot to do the whole spiel about subscribing and doing all that stuff. Leave a like, do a subscribe, do all that stuff. I mean, seriously, if you do subscribe, it would be absolutely superb of you if you did. But yeah, there's all those things too. Comment, like, all of that. Let's look at the first game I want to talk about is... Oh yeah, the first game I want to talk about is Star Wars Racer. This is Episode 1 Racer. This is the port of the N64 game that came across to the PlayStation 4 last year, I believe. Easy platinum trophy for trophy hunters, but really fun Star Wars pod racing game. $8 or $7.50 at the moment on the PlayStation Store discounts. Again, not massively good discounts, but that's okay. It's at $7.50 for a pod racing game where you can pretend to be a Star Wars in the best Star Wars movie. Star Wars Episode 1. Avengers is also discounted. This is down to $30 with the PlayStation Plus discount. Now, this is a little bit high. It's $30 is probably high. It should, I think a good spot for Avengers is around the $20 price point. Keep in mind, this is coming to PlayStation 5 next month as a free upgrade. So if you have the PS4 version, you get the free upgrade to PS5. I believe they've done a lot of work on some of the problems the game had at launch. I don't know how many of them they've actually fixed because I've not gone back yet. This one here, again, I don't know how much I recommend it at $30. I would say if it drops to 20, it's worth your time though. So maybe hold on that one as well, maybe for a little bit longer. Did want to call it out though because I don't know if it's been $30 before and it's less than 6 months old. So, it is a discount. Fuzzer is this DJ rhythm game that came out at the end of last year. It was way overpriced, coming out at like $60, and then it had these different tiered versions of the game for like $100 and $120 with like a bunch of music in it. I guess it's a licensed music game, so they probably had to make that up somehow. It's developed by Harmonix. They're the guys who work on Rock Band and things like that, and they've developed this cool thing called Fuzzer where you can basically be a DJ by mixing different tracks from different artists, and it layers them all out. So you get drums, guitars, vocals, etc., and you can kind of lay them all on top of each other and create these really cool cohesive beats. Nice to see this one have dropped down to $35. It would be nice to see it a little bit cheaper because it's not very well known, but a cool little rhythm game if you guys are into that. Last year, Crysis Remastered came out as well. This is down to $18 on the PlayStation Store. I don't know whether or not this is a particularly good deal, but it's a newish game, so worth calling out, I suppose, for trophy hunters out there as well. It's a pretty straightforward platinum trophy too, so if you're looking for something trophy-wise to go for, there's this. The original Crysis was an amazing game when it originally launched, and I've got a bit of a soft spot for Crytek because of my relationship with Hunt Showdown, so I'm going to kind of recommend their games. But Crysis Remastered, if you're into the Crysis franchise. If you're not into the Crysis franchise, probably give it a miss though. Star Wars Squadrons, this one is $23.99. This is a good example of a game that came out really recently that's been discounted discounted super heavily. This one launched in September 2020, and it's already down to that $23 price point. This one here was discounted during the Christmas sale as well, the holiday sale, and it was about the same price point. So it's been around this before. Now there's a couple of games like this one, Mortal Kombat, is $15 for Mortal Kombat 11. This is the newest Mortal Kombat game. If you're into fighting games, you're looking for a fighting game to play, then this could be a good price for that one. Mortal Kombat 10 is the one that's free on the PlayStation Plus collection, which is what I was a little bit unsure about, but $15 for Mortal Kombat 11 I think is pretty good. That's a 70% discount. A game that we see all the time is God of War. Again, this is now 50% off, which brings it to $10, but this game is always $10. It always gets discounted down to this $10 price point, along with a bunch of other Sony titles. There's a few other ones which I won't go through in this sale. God of War is a fantastic game, and it does have a bunch of PS5 enhancements as well, with its new frame rate modes and things like that, so it is good. It's well worth your time. I highly recommend it, but it's always $10. This game is always $10, and if you're planning on buying a PlayStation 5 anytime soon, just wait, because you'll get it for free with the PlayStation 5 with the PlayStation Plus collection. So if you're planning on doing that, just hold off. I know $10 is cheap, and it's worth it, but you can potentially just get it for free as well. Now at this point, I think everyone probably has Skyrim, but the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition is down to $16. That's 60% off. If you don't already have Skyrim, this is a great price for this game. You're getting so much content in this. I've never finished Skyrim personally, but I've started Skyrim literally like 15 or 20 times because it's just such a fun game to play, and there's so much content in there as a Western RPG. Great game, worth your time, and we're probably not going to see another Elder Scrolls game for like another 5 or 6 years, so, you know, could tide you over. It's kind of a guilty pleasure of mine, Dead Rising 2 off the record. Dead Rising 2, like the original Dead Rising 2, is my favorite Dead Rising game in the whole franchise. I know a lot of people like the first one more, but the 2, I just had a bunch of quality of life improvements over that one. This is essentially the same game. It's kind of like a plus or an extra version of that game with a different protagonist and a slightly different story, but generally the same thing. It's $6 for an open world zombie fun goofy game. You get to play as Frank West, who kind of has fallen from grace in the Dead Rising franchise now, but back then he was the man. He was the coolest guy in the game, and yeah, you get to beat up zombies and create these crazy weapons and destroy them in really fun and creative ways. Really great game, silly, fun, and something I definitely recommend this franchise. If you haven't played any of these games before, they're all normally discounted pretty cheap. Like, they're all normally discounted pretty heavily, so worth checking out for sure. Everybody's Golf is also discounted. This one I haven't seen drop very frequently. It's normally only $20, so 50% off brings it down to $10 with PlayStation Plus if you have that, obviously. Everybody's Golf is a really fun golf. It's not a sim game, it's more of an arcadey golf game, but it's a really cool one to check out if you haven't played it before and you're looking for something new to play that's kind of just like casual drop in and out before you jump into that next big thing. Kingdom Come Deliverance is another one of those guilty pleasure games. This one is $11.99 for the like special edition. Realistically, this game should be sub $10 at this point. You know, $11.99, it's a reasonable price point for it, I would say. Kingdom Come, again, is another Western RPG game set in this fantasy setting with this fantasy world. I don't know. It's fun. I enjoyed it. It's not as good as Skyrim by any means, but it's a decent game. What I would probably call the best deal on this whole sale is Dreams for $10, $9.99. Dreams is the content creation tool or the game creation tool that Media Molecule released a few years ago, the guys who made Little Big Planet. It didn't do particularly well when it launched, I don't believe, because no one really talks about Dreams that much, and it's now dropped down to $10. This one is another weird one where I'm recommending picking it up because $10 is a great price for being able to create your own games, play with friends, and play a bunch of user-created games, as well as the campaign in Dreams. So all of that stuff is fine, but it's $10, which makes me a little bit anxious that it might be coming to PlayStation Plus. We have seen a bit of a trend with, you know, the likes of Tomb Raider and Control being discounted really heavily just before they hit PlayStation Plus. I wonder if maybe Dreams could be scheduled for PlayStation Plus in March or April, hence the big discount. And given the lack of people playing Dreams and the real reliance on people to play Dreams and create content for it to continue, I feel like it's something they're gonna have to add to PlayStation Plus or give away at some point. So $10, very good deal for it. I recommend it. Be aware, I just have a vibe about it that it could be coming to PlayStation Plus, but honestly, probably the best deal in the whole sale, pound for pound, in terms of discount and quality for the game. The Outer Worlds is $23.99. Again, this one here, I don't normally use this one in sale videos because Fallout's normally discounted, and I normally recommend Fallout 4 over the Outer Worlds because I personally think Fallout 4 is a better game than the Outer Worlds. I know some people would probably disagree. They're very similar in terms of how they play. The Outer Worlds is made by Obsidian, who actually worked on Fallout New Vegas, so they kind of know how to make a Fallout game. And this is essentially a Fallout game with a sci-fi spin on it, having that kind of space component to it as well. It is a great game. I know I'm kind of being a bit down on it. It's a great game, worth checking out. I do recommend it. $23.99. It'd be nice to see this go sub $20, but I mean, it's $4 over. Would I suggest picking it up? Yeah, it's a good price for that game. And that's everything I wanted to talk about in this sale. Double discounts didn't have much stuff. It was about 5 or 6 pages of deals. There's not a bunch more that kind of falls beneath what we've already talked about here and the kind of framework I've already kind of given for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I do videos like this every couple of days now, and it'd be awesome to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. I try and reply to as many people as I can normally for the first hour or so that the video is live, so let's have a chat in the comments below. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, gamers. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!